What's going on, people? It's Mr. Back again with a preview show. I hope everyone's fit and well. And yes, it's a Thursday night, different one because Nottingham Forest play tomorrow, Friday night, away to West Brom. Everyone get the predictions in and from below. If you are new to my channel, please do hit that button, subscribe if you're new, and comment below what is your prediction for tomorrow's game. And I've got a special guest. I've got a West Brom fan in Matt. How you doing, Matt?
Oh, good, mate. How are you?
I'm not too bad. But let's say that people like to put comments below and we'll start. So Matt, let's talk about West Brom season so far. Like, let's first of all, let's talk about the Premier League because you wasn't great, was you, in the Premier League?
No. So obviously, started off with Bilic, and his football was he likes to play good, like quick flowing football. In the Championship, it worked quite well. Went to the Premier League, and obviously you got better opposition, and he kind of got found out really, and we were just so wide open. He reverted to like changing the midfield, but it just wasn't working. In the end, obviously, time told, and he got the sack, and we obviously got Allardyce in. Stayed the ship a little, and we were a bit better, but we still struggled to get enough points. And bar Sheffield United, worst team in the division, really. So
yeah. So you got relegated. You got rid of Allardyce. You brought in the Barnsley Ishmael. What's his name? Ishmael.
Ishmael. Yeah.
So what was your fantastic record? Whoa, a great record for a poor Barnsley side. But was you impressed when he came to Barnsley?
Oh yeah, when he came from Barnsley, obviously I thought it was a steal. Obviously he brought Mert with him as well, which obviously even a bigger plus because obviously we got him on a free because Mert's contract was expiring, and obviously to get him was quite a steal really. But he's come in, obviously implemented his system. The players took to it quite well to start off with, but it started to kind of show a bit of signs of lacking recently. But we'll see.
Mm-hmm. So, like I said, when you got relegated, what was your opinion like? Do you thought because you got a good side? Don't get me wrong, you got a good side. You brought some good signs as well. So, what was your hopes like before the season started?
Obviously, I hope an automatic promotion. Obviously, I knew it was going to be hard because obviously we lost Pereira, which was probably one of our best players, if not our best player at the time. Yeah. Obviously, we didn't really. Some of our better players in the end of the Premier League season were on loan. So Conor Gallagher, Diang, all of our players that were really doing quite well actually in the Premier League. Obviously, we'd lost because they were loan signings. So kind of left with the kind of a depleted squad really. We've still got good depth, but it's not kind of the depth that I think Fulham and Bournemouth have got at the moment. So I think it's kind of round to compete with them. We're struggling a little bit at the moment, I think.
We spoke up before, and you've not been great so far, have you? But
no.
But you still got good players. Like what players have been? Yeah. What players have you been impressed with so far this season?
So obviously Sam Johnston, his performance doesn't seem to drop. Obviously, I know he's been in England squad, so obviously helped him.
I'm surprised he's still at your club.
Yeah. I am as well, to be honest. I do fear that he might go in January if we get a good offer. But we'll have to see. But he's still been doing well for us. He's saved us numerous times this season. Matt Phillips has taken well to the new system, actually.
I hate Matt Phillips, man. I'm not going to lie. Every time he plays against Forest, he always So I'm worried about him.
Yeah, he's quite crazy, really, because he's been in and out of form. Like sometimes he'll be really good for us. He'll go a 5-month period where he's just firing. Next 5 months, you don't see him. He's like a ghost. But to this style of high pressing, he really likes it, Phillips, and he's performing really well with it. Grant's obviously banging in the goals for us this season. Yeah. If he gets a chance, I reckon he'll score, but it's getting of a chance, which is the big problem for us at the moment. So we'll have to see how that goes. But obviously, I think he's on 8 or 7 for the season. But obviously, compared to the likes of Mitrovic, Solanke, that's kind of the difference in quality at the moment, unfortunately for us. But we'll see.
You mentioned Grant. You've got a strong side, but
we have.
You've not been great, have you, recently?
No. Well, obviously, the manager likes to play this high pressing system, which, if it works, it can create chances. So opposition struggle to keep the ball from us. But obviously, if you've got quick forwards going in behind, obviously, we found out Bournemouth opening day of the season drew 2-2. Bournemouth basically played to our system to a T and got in behind twice and scored. So it's all about whether we can basically stop the opposition getting in behind our system. But at the moment, it doesn't look like he's got a plan B, so it's a bit of a concern, really. But,
are you worried about you mentioned teams like Fulham, Bournemouth? Are you worried they're going to push it? I personally think them to go up. If my
Yeah.
thought.
Oh yeah. No, I do as well personally. I think it's looking like playoffs for us at the moment.
I put West Brom. I said you brought some decent players in.
Yeah.
Do you think like you know what? I'll talk about I'll talk about where you finish in the season. But people I said if you are if you are new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button. If you want to ask Matt any West Brom questions about how the form is, blah, point below. And as well, people, put your comments in below. What do you think the prediction will be? And as well, like I said, subscribe if you're new. Matt, like I've always mentioned about to rival fans about, have you seen Forest's form recently or not?
So obviously, I know at the start of the season it kind of went as far as it could go, really. After that, you kind of obviously got Cooper in. It seemed to be doing like quite a good job. It seems to be a bit all over the place for us, a bit like us recently, to be honest. I know you've got quite a few draws recently as well, which kind of resembles our form a little. We have struggled to get a win recently. So, yeah.
Who thinks, like, as a West Brom fan, who are you worried about? What are you worried about?
Obviously, you got Graben. I always worry about Graben. I don't know. It just feels like one of those strikers that can. I know that you don't hear about that much, but he can still score. You know, he's got the quality to score in the Championship. Obviously, I remember last time he came to our place, it was Matty Cash I was worried about, and he ended up scoring the equaliser in the 93rd minute or whatever it was. But for truth be told, obviously Colback, I think he's a great player. Obviously, is he suspended for the game?
Yeah,
I know he got the red card.
So you are looking at
yeah. As I said, for our system, I think he'd be poor quality better than some of the place we've got, to be honest. But he was definitely one that I'm glad to kind of miss him because I know that he's got the quality to cause us problems. Obviously, I know that with some of your fullbacks, actually, they're quite young. I can't remember if one of them's called Jar Silver, is it? Or
no, Silver. No, Silver's a striker. What position are you on?
Right back. I know you got a young right back that.
Spencer.
Yeah, it's been quite good.
He's on loan from Lisbon, but he's on too bad. He's been great.
But, some of your young players are quite good actually.
There's a question for you, Matt. How has Alex Murray been this season so far for you?
So I've been really impressed with him. Obviously, the problem is the last few games he's been injured, so obviously we've been missing him. Livermore's come in, then got suspended, so obviously it's kind of been really bad in that centre midfield position. Obviously, the system that he plays, you've only got two centre midfielders, so he gets overrun a little. But Mert's been quality. Obviously, some of the goals he scored this season already have been worldies, like goal of the season contenders already. But obviously, he's been really pressed. Like one of the best signings for a free signing. But it's just keeping him fit is the main thing. If we can keep him fit, then it's a steal. But obviously, if you can't keep him fit, then it's pointless, really.
We mentioned about you said about your manager. Like I thought he's a great manager, but
yeah.
I think he's in your away form for 5 defeats. You've not.
Yeah. So we've lost the last 4 away games, so it's been horrific on the road.
What about your home form? What's your home form like?
So we're unbeaten at home, so that's the only thing I've got going in. Yeah. So I've got going into this game. I hope not.
But like I said, it's a massive game. Like, people don't know. Like I said, I've been to West Brom twice, and we've drawn 2-2 twice. But I'm gonna ask you a question, right, Matt? Like we mentioned, like Mike Cash, but can you remember the other game that we drawn 2-2 and who scored for Forest?
Let's see. Let's cast my mind back to that one. When was that? 2017.
It was under Martin O'Neill.
I can't remember.
Right, Ryan Yates. Ryan Yates.
Ryan Yates, right? Yeah.
He's a player that you got to worry about tomorrow because I love Ryan Yates and he loves scoring past you lot. But, is what it is. There's a question for you. Another question for you, Matt. Hey, Mr. Dorr. Hey, Matt. Question for Luke. If West Brom do finish in playoff position, how confident are you we get promoted?
I think, if truth be told, I think it all with the playoffs, it all comes if you go into it in form. I think if we're going up and like winning games, losing games, and then go into it with bad form, I think we're going to struggle. I also worry because his system, he's got one system, and if it doesn't work, I don't think I've seen a plan B from him so far. So it does worry me if a team figures out how to play us or what to do against our system, then it's not going to go well. Obviously, I don't really think he's been backed by the board as well. I think the board's been we haven't spent much really. We've been kind of getting players on the cheap, and I don't think it's helped really. But yeah, I'm not confident of us going up at the moment. Trying to help.
Are you confident tomorrow then? Like I said, it's a massive game. But like I said, West Brom have been been poor, but
we have. I think
we haven't lost as well, and we've lost 1 in 10. So,
right.
are you nervous about Forest getting your first defeat of the home season?
I think so. I mean, I've been nervous every game recently. We've just been a bit all over the place. If I truth be told, I'd probably go for a 1-1. I feel like we're at home. We don't generally lose at home. Yeah, we don't lose at home, but we're just struggling to get a win at the moment. And I mean, it's sitting on the fence, but I can see a 1-1 really.
Another question for you, Matt. Where is it gone? Is O'Shea still injured for West Brom? He's a top class defender.
Yeah, so Dario O'Shea got injured. I think it was back a few months ago. He's obviously been a quality defender. He played in the Premier League and he looked comfortable in the Premier League. I was actually surprised that a Premier League club didn't try to steal him, really. Obviously, he got that massive injury while playing for Ireland. I think it was against Portugal. And he's been missing since. He's been a real miss because he's just a top quality defender. One of our better defenders, I'd say, really. And with the system we play as well, he suits it to a T, really. So, yeah.
There's no question, Matt, and I'm sorry, you might get upset with this one. Jessica half volley top corner.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, what did if I was trying to come in Forest beat West Brom 3-1? It was under Davis. What a goal! I think that's one of the best performances I've seen Forest play since I was a Forest fan. But I was just saying to a fellow West Brom fan not long ago, like, do you know we've got a fantastic record at your place?
Really?
I don't know if you know, but do you know when the last time you beat us at your place?
I can't remember, to be honest.
Like, Forest fans, comment below. When's the last time West Brom have beaten us at their place? Like, all I know, we've drawn 2-2. We beat you 3-1. I remember David Johnson as well. He scored as well. We beat him 2-0. We've got a good record, so I'm you know what? I'm confident. I'm not. Everyone knows I don't give my prediction to our. I am confident. So people, like I said, comment below. What is your prediction for tomorrow? Because, like I said, I am confident tomorrow. What was the question, Matt? Matt, would you like 10 when that?
Yeah, he's like, well, I would have been 10 years old when that happened, probably.
Oh, days. Well, last but not least, I always say, like, Matt, I started the season, like I said, you must have been confident. Like, I started the season, where did you thought you would finish? But now, where do you think you'll finish?
So I think at the start of the season, I was maybe a little bit optimistic. I was thinking either second or first. I was probably thinking second. I thought Fulham, I looked at the squads and I thought Fulham's squad was a little bit better than ours. Bit more depth. But I was actually surprised at obviously how well Parker's done at Bournemouth, which obviously has kind of caused me to basically say, I reckon we're going to get playoffs. I can't see us getting top 2. Truth be told, I reckon 4th or 5th. I think the manager might be gone before the season ends. That's my bold prediction. I think so. I think
why? Come on, just talk that. Why?
So recently, I mean, the fans have been getting on the manager's back a little. Obviously, system's not nice on the eye.
Is it your expectations?
Yeah, I think there's big expectations of West Brom fans. I think we always go into the Championship, even though maybe we shouldn't, thinking we're going to be, top dogs or top 2, top 3. And then if it doesn't work out like that, I think, the fans will want the manager out. I've seen lots of things where they're like, manager gone, the X, Y, and Z. Obviously, your system's not nice to watch either. So if you're not getting results and your system's not nice, then I suppose it's not going to please fans. If the system isn't very nice, but it gets you results, so that's the most important thing. But at the moment, it's not getting the results. So I honestly think if it doesn't turn for him soon, I could see him actually going, really.
Bloody hell. If there's any West Brom fans in the thing, do you think you'll go? I think it's harsh because I think he's a good manager. With West Brom's expectations as well, I understand it, but you're not going to get top 2, and it's going to be difficult. So people, like I said, comment below. One thing, score predictions as well, and as well, if you're new to my channel, please do hit the subscribe button as well. Right, last but not least, Matt. I think you mentioned your score prediction already, but what are you still going for 1-1?
I think I'll sit at the fence, go for a 1-1. I reckon we'll take the lead, and then I reckon we'll do what we always do, sit back on it, and then you guys get the equaliser.
People, if you agree with Matt, comment below. No, last but like I was about to say, you're not been great as well for the last away game. But what players have you been disappointing so far this season? Like you thought, yeah, he's good, but what players?
Hugo for me, honestly.
It's a player. I don't know what's happened to him.
I don't know. Honestly, I watch him sometimes and I think, what have we got on loan? Honestly, I don't know how we've managed to get somebody so bad. To be honest, obviously Norwich haven't played him. I can understand he's not a Premier League striker. Now I knew he was doing well in the Championship, but honestly, he just doesn't seem like he jammed with the team at all. He gets in that final third and it's gone. He's away. He's not been good. I've been a little bit disappointed recently, actually, with Carl Bartley. Obviously, start of the season, like flying. Yeah, flying, in the air. He's winning all the headers, causing teams left, right, and centre problems in the air. But last few games, every now and then he's been like caught at the back a little, and he's looked a bit. Sometimes he has this silly thing where he'll just nick a player and give away a silly foul or something. So I hope he don't do it tomorrow, but I can really see it happening.
But like I said, Matt said 1-1, but I'm not going to give my score prediction for that. So I always give it an hour before the game. But Matt, it's been a pleasure.
No problem. Thanks for having me on.
It's been a pleasure for like I said, people give love to Matt for coming on. As well, before I go, people, I will be at the game tomorrow. So if you are there, if you want to do a score prediction for my vlog, you can do. As well, if you are new to the channel, please do hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Like I said, people, big game tomorrow. It's on Sky Sports as well. Matt, where are you watching it tomorrow?
Oh, we're watching at home, unfortunately. Couldn't get to the game, but I'm sure that I'll be there in spirit. But as I said, maybe it might help me the fact that if it doesn't go well, I've got a journey home. So
right. Matt, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
No problem. Thanks for having me on.
And as well, people, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace and love. Matt, could you sit up the Reds before you go?
Not sure about that one. Up the baggies.
Peace and love. Thank you very much for coming. Cheers, people.